Zachary's awake. Well, awake enough. Damn it. I didn't want to click on that. Thank you for those who followed, by the way. Love you all. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi.
Long time no see.
That it has.
Definitely been a minute.
Yeah. She brushes the paperwork off to the side and starts killing off some visual screens.
Come on. Let's walk.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna be silent the entire time.
Not really. Just didn't want to interrupt the conversation transferring around.
Hmm. Fair.
So, no doubt you have questions, I'm sure.
A lot. Yeah.
Well, I'm here. Ask away.
Where do I even start other than just hello? Hi, it's been a while. Not even a hug.
Longer than you know.
It's been a troubling journey for the past few weeks. Months, actually. Now
Try
it's...
years.
Well, I'm just more or less saying in my shoes. I understand that where you were was a different assortment of time.
Yeah, the time dilutions are really fast over there.
Did you get your hair cut? Looks newer.
Nah, if anything, it's longer.
Last time I was able to communicate with you, you were not in a best of any worlds.
Yeah. Just 'cause life may have slowed down for me doesn't mean it doesn't come with its own hardships.
All personnel, this is Dent. Training room is currently on lockdown. We have two giant-ass monkeys fighting each other.
Ugh. As you can tell, these days have been they've been hectic. Lockdowns, just forces having to deal with. New leadership and people faltering due to just not exactly understanding what's going on, so it's been difficult.
Trials of leadership.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. One I've never told anyone. And one I doubt Virgo even remembers. Years ago, when I was a lot littler. Hard to believe, yeah. When I was first raised by the church, things were a lot more troubling than you might believe. I was, well, I wouldn't say weak, but I hated fighting. I hated conflict. I just wanted an easy life, a normal one. I would always mind my own business, being out in the fields outside the church, by a specific tree that was really nice and relaxing. Spent most of my days there, just relaxing, taking in life and all that it had to offer. Oftentimes the kids would always, believe it or not, bully me. I never hated them for it. They always made fun of my ears or my voice. Always found some excuse to pick on me.
This is Dent. Can I get a roll of a d20, please?
Well, one day, a kid named Ezekiel, he started defending me. Not openly, mind you, but from a distance. Anytime I managed to come into one of the training rooms when I needed to help deliver some food to the trainees, I would see him yelling at the other kids, telling them to leave me alone. It was a kind gesture when I asked for. Soon after a while, he started talking to me. Things seemed nice. Somebody actually caring about me, besides Virgo. We spent a lot of time together out in the fields and just taking in the scenery, taking it easy. And then one day was the day that happened, that fateful day. I couldn't find Ezekiel. He managed to be late to one of our meeting times. It got really late, and I started to get worried. So I went looking for him, and that's when I found him. He was surrounded by a bunch of the other kids, tied to another tree in the forest outside, getting bullied, cut, beaten. Barely could keep one eye open. The damage was severe. Because of my heightened hearing from a distance, I could hear them. How dare you support that freak? How dare you care about them? They're an outcast. They'll never fit in. They're not even good in a fight. And that was the day I snapped.
This is, Rolly.
I lost control.
Situation handled.
I burst out my demon rage, and at the time I didn't know what it was that was engulfing my body in those flames. All I wanted to do was get back at them for beating him up. The one kid that actually cared. The one that actually gave me my first kiss. They were scared. I beat each and every one of them within an inch of their life. And one of the more pudgy ones, as I held him by his throat, is when Virgo found us. He used Calm Mind on me and eased my nerves so the flames would dissipate. And he slowly healed every one of the kids, not saying a word to me, tapping each of their foreheads to, well, erase their memories of the event. He simply said to me to go free Ezekiel, and I did. The look of terror on his face after I had freed him, it was immense. He was terrified of me, backed away in fear, crawling on the ground, calling me a freak, a demon. That day is still etched in my mind. That's when Virgo caught up to him and did the same thing, healed his wounds and erased his memory. And he simply turned to me and looked at me and said, "Nobody will remember this day except for you and me. Use it as a lesson, and learn to control yourself. And even if you don't want to fight, you need to learn to get stronger, so that others won't throw themselves in the way. That way you don't have to worry about others protecting you. You need to be strong like I believe you can be." From then on, I vowed to get stronger. I started training with Virgo in private, away from everyone else, every night. None of the kids remembered that day, except for me and him. Some would look on and call me weak, and Ezekiel would simply, I don't know, perhaps part of his memory lingered, but he avoided me from that day on. Time came when it became the night trials. Virgo represented me, and all the other knights had their respective champions, as it were. Their representatives. It came down to the final two. It was just me and another kid. Bartholomew was his name. He was the biggest, strongest, and fastest in every way out of every one of the trainees. But Virgo had confidence in my ability. So, well, the match began. We fought long and hard. Little did I know he tried every trick in the book to beat me. Damaged my weapons, weakened my armor, every sneaky trick you could think of just to stay on top. After a while, my weapon broke in two, and my armor failed at the latches. The priests tried to stop the fight, and I yelled at them no. This is how he wanted to beat me, then so be it. In war, from the lessons that I had learned in the books and class, there are times when hardships are their worst. Times when you feel like you're at your wit's end and there's nothing you can do to fight back. All odds are against you in a very unfair situation. And that's the time when you need to shine most. That's the true mark of a leader. Never giving up, no matter what. Virgo turned to the priests and nodded, saying let them continue. Smug look on his face, I can remember it etched in my mind. As he looked down at me and saying I was a fool, and I was going to be put in my place as the freak that I was. The fight continued. My weapon, being a little lighter now, gave me the speed that I needed. I kept the broken part of the blade held in my hands, the blood dripping from my hand as I held it, being a little faster and a little bit lighter on my feet, and I could tell his armor was making him clunky. Since I wasn't wearing any, I was a lot faster, smoother on my movements, more balanced. We fought out of the training room, into the hallways, into the courtyard, onto the bridge, and eventually into the field. The one field that I worried would ever get damaged. The one place I felt calm at. Eventually, I got a few good hits in. Chucked down his armor, threw off his weight and his balance, and I disarmed him. Pinned him to the ground, and I held both the blade in my hand and the broken half of the other. I held them at his throat, and I said I could end it here and now. All the other kids suffering, all his cheating ways, the dishonor, everything. Then I took a sigh of relief, remembering what Virgo taught me, and all the kids that were afraid of me, including Ezekiel, and I stopped. I let my weapons fall at my side, and I stood up. I held out my hand. I said it was a good match, but I forfeit. He could win, get everything he ever wanted, even though he knew for a fact that I had beaten him. And against all these unwavering odds, I never gave up. He spit the blood to the side that he had dripping from the courtyard.
Ugh.
And gave me a dirty grin and said no. He gave me the title as the winner. I fought long and hard. I had fought long and hard, and well, he recognized my strength. I went on to be looked up to from the other kids. They always thought I was a hero for beating the one biggest bully that was there. Virgo approved of my, my actions as well. Not giving up. I went on to be a knight. And as the years passed, he too became a knight again. This time one filled with honor. We'd always train and spar in secret. Times where he'd beat me and times where I'd beat him. All the kids would start to come to me and look for guidance and acceptance and call me their champion, their hero. They looked up to me. I never asked for any of it. Even Ezekiel, though wanting to keep his distance, still admired me.
And yet you never asked for me to be your daughter. But you accepted me, and you allowed me to be the shadow while I clung to every little lesson that you were secretly giving while you were the leader of this A lovely family. There you are. Pesky bird. Everyone was looking for you.
Yeah, kind of reforming will take some time. And also good to see you're here. Iris?
So, how's the kids?
Oh god, I was muted. Fuck. They're fine. They're with their father right now.
Okay, that's the 5th crash I've had tonight. Jesus Christ.
But that's not quite the end of my story just yet. And he died, anyway.
He did die. Yeah, he said he crashed.
Whoa, look at what the cat dragged in. Pun intended.
Hey, Levi. Don't worry. I'm calm right now. It's not as bad as it is usually.
We just have the
But
last headache he gave me.
well, truth be told, I can still feel it growing. Which is why I can't stay here too long. But like I was saying in my story, eventually, there came a time where there was a mission. Several priests were dispatched, most of the knights, and everything, even the trainees. The whole church was dispatched. Mundus was attacking, and they needed all the holy knights they could, me included. The fight was intense. There were several lost lives and several heavily injured. Eventually came a time where Virgo was going toe-to-toe with him, getting defeated, bit by bit, before a sword ran right through his stomach. Thankfully not fatal to him, but it did its duty, and that's when I snapped. I saw the loss all around me. That's when those flames erupted again. I fought long and hard. I destroyed every single one of the demons in the area. The only one that slipped out of my grasp was Mundus himself. I came back and I saw the terror, the look of sure fear on all of the kids that I had grown up with, the priests, everyone. All that confidence and hero that they looked at me for had gone. Virgo knew one of those days would come. He just hoped it wouldn't be as soon as it was. Sure enough, they all shunned me, told me to leave, and never show my face again. So I didn't. I left. I plunged my sword into the ground and vowed that I'm not their enemy, and I still fight for what's right. They turned and looked away, and I ran. Now I look to the times towards the future. When I started all of this, it was just me at the time, fighting my way through scraps and trying to just make ends meet, sort of as a bounty hunter, while still clinging to all the church's values. Bit by bit, finding people that actually had confidence in me, meeting Levi, Shiji, Kara, Rena, so many others, including your father. I started having confidence in them, finding some people that actually I could trust. A lot of them all looked up to me, thought of me as a leader. Even now, So many people of the Prime sector. They all look to me for leadership and guidance. It was tough, it was hard. Soon becoming a mother as well. Everyone relied on me when the tired times, stressful times, when all the opposition seemed lost. Everyone always looked to me. Worst case, and the worst of it all, I didn't have confidence at all. I was scared. Every single day there wasn't a moment that I didn't live in fear. Not just in the memories of the past, but what if I wasn't actually the leader they thought I could be? There's so many nights where I'd stay alone in my corner. Scared. Tears. Everything. The one thing I told myself is I'd never allow anybody to see me in that state. Even if I didn't have the answer, I told them what they needed to hear. Keep fighting, keep training, get stronger, have confidence. They will win the fight. Anything to keep their confidence going, no matter what. Even if I knew there was a chance, a good chance, we'd lose it all. And somehow, every time I was proven wrong. Every time. So even now, the mark of a leader isn't their strength, or their confidence. The mark of a leader is the one that shows no fear under any circumstance. Even if they doubt that the fight will be won, they just don't give up. Times will be stressful, times where there's chaos. That's why I chose you. Not because you are my daughter, but because I knew for years you fought by yourself. There were times you had to defend others, civilians, against the shadows, an enemy that should have wiped out all of humanity. You lost so much of your family, everything, yet you still kept fighting. Not because you wanted to, because you had to. It was your sense of duty. To those that sacrificed themselves, to those that were still alive, and to those that you loved. It's a lot to handle now. Prime sector. Everyone. Even if you have friends like Levi, Zachary, Kinshora, your father, your sisters, and so many others. I know you can pull through.
Thanks. God, I can relate to you so well.
I see a lot of myself in you. Even if we aren't really blood related. I still feel my blood running through your veins.
Well, you both are as reckless as you are leaders. That's
Oh,
definitely a factor.
shush, you stupid bird.
Hey, I'm controlling Julio even I'm still in the pod. Come on now.
Yeah, and I can easily just tip Julio into that water.
Fuck you.
You're right. I was there for a lot of civilians, a lot of towns. Though they shunned me away for just being a half-breed or some say a chimera of sorts. I tried my best. And that was even without the primal fire. Though how much that has been caused me chaos throughout the years. Just happy now I'm able to fully control it. Though I won't say I was able to get control over it by myself. I did have help.
Yeah. Most heroes, most leaders, are made by the people that support them.
Though
Just like I never asked for any of this, ever. I thought I was going to live my life peacefully. Just as a woman, minding her own business and keeping her nose to the ground.
I'll be back.
Everyone else always saw something else in me. Everybody always thought I could be more than what I was.
Mm.
They kept believing in me and keep putting their confidence in me. I just never wanted to let anyone down. So I kept going.
Mm.
Even now, your technical two new sisters, even though technically they are just you and your sister Lucy. They always come to me and rest. They always look to me for comfort when they hurt themselves or fall down, which is funny. I remember your sister Lucy, technically, she, just the other day, got, a bit of a splinter. She cried. And, I picked her up and I looked at her hand and I said, "What are you crying for?" She held out her hand and I looked down and there was nothing there. She had already recovered. But still, she just leaned into me and I held her. Till she fell asleep. Even you. You're a bit of a, I can't really say pyromaniac, but, let's just say your sneezes are a lot stronger than the average kid. You set fire to a tree. What was your favorite tree? He was sad because you watched as it was on fire and burning away its life. Put out the flame and soon Aether came and restored the tree. You were so happy. Look on your eyes. I'll remember that day always. It's nice. Both of you care so much for life and happiness. It's times like that that I look back and realize that so much that I stopped fighting for wasn't really just pity or doubts. It was so that people can have a future to look for. A nice, peaceful future.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I know that time is kind of gone at the moment.
Yeah.
I got my duties as a mother. To look after them. It's like I know my mother wasn't there for me. Or my father. I don't want them to grow up knowing that fear. Ever. I don't want them to live by themselves, growing up alone. And I know you and your sisters have, you have each other. And you have your father. And if you do ever need me, you know I'll always come. No matter what.
Yeah. Just miss some of those days where I was able to just at least sit by you. Do my research while you figure out some form of connection issues or anything of that sort, and talking to some big head on the earth, shutting him down ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just remember back when my mom was alive. Anytime you were not on your crazy adventures, you would always be sure to tend to all 16 of us. Crazy how that was. But yet, that version of you had a method to the balance and everything. It was always a miracle sight to see.
Hey, Levi. Do you mind grabbing Eva? Seems like she had something on her mind. I don't doubt my, presence here is the most welcomed.
Not exactly.
I'm sure there's a lot of things people have to say. There's a lot I have to answer for as well.
Not a lot of people have quite nice things to say, and more or less would probably be brutally honest. Or they would want to jump to the most conclusion and take the action onto itself. That's a new one, by the way. That one's Doc. Well, they call themselves Doc. Their name's kind of redacted from our own information. Weird. It's just, I know what you had to do. Everyone knew what you had to do. I don't know. But due to that, we have to deal with the consequences of other people wanting to do something greater or lesser of it. Just finally was able to get in contact with Omegon again. And his words to us was, I'm giving you a trial. If you surpass the trial, then maybe we can be able to start offering help again. It's like, oh, great. And if they don't, well, they stay locked away. Or worse. See as a threat.
Mhm. Has Zachary always been a bird? I don't remember that.
No, that's Julio, his familiar. Currently, Zachary's in a vegetable state in a tube. He had to deal with the Hunter Society's stuff, and, well, lo and behold, he fought the big bad of Hunter Society. It was gruesome to the point where he lost control, and, well, he did beat the big bad, but at a heavy loss. So we're kind of currently putting him in a tube, healing him up first of his injuries, and then gonna have to put him through rehab because of how damaged he was. Then maybe we can be able to get him all sorted out for everything else. Anyways, sis.
Hey, Mom. Sis, hi.
Hi.
How have you been?
I'm gonna be brutally honest. Not good. But that's not what you have to worry about.
Alright. I thought you only came here to see Tess since she's the leader and all, but he told me that you knew everything about it.
The translation of data between universes that move on different flows of time is very delayed. The information I get is possibly weeks or months before I actually get data from Iba. It takes time to transfer. So I usually use your father's reports whenever he comes back. It's a little more reliable. Although every time he disappears, it's several days before I see him. It's like even now. Several days have already passed since I've been there.
I see. I mean, Beans has been busy lately. Oh, of course he will be busy.
You alright?
Went through a lot of emotion stuff today. I'll be honest.
Eva.
And it's something I can't say.
This is the one chance in a while that you're going to be able to speak to her. Get all your worries out the way. Say from your heart.
Well, my sister Celeste's monster decided to come out. Drag me away from the medical area and talk to me about my father, Elmer. And telling me that no one survives through hell where he's from. I just have a lot of through hell where he's And now with the test coming up with winter, I just hope things will be fine. I try not to pity to Winter, but I do feel his pain. After going to hell, I was thinking giving him the mask, and I hope it'll work. Because I know that's Nightmare's mask, but he'll work toward it.
I see. No doubt you have some lingering feelings about the actions I did.
Be mindful.
It's not really your fault, Mom.
No need in keeping secrets, dear. Say everything on your mind.
I know you did it for the best and for everyone, and because I've been told some things. I don't know why people should be angry with you when you were just doing the thing that would save everyone's lives. And you had no options left from it.
There's a couple of hunters that I've been researching forever ago, while I was in the other universe. There was a story how two brothers fought against everything, every monster, every creature. They always had confidence in each other, no matter what, even if they were looked at as the enemy or so many others hating them. But their model, the one thing that they always told each other, was that there's always another way. No matter what, there's always another way.
I know, Mom. I know there's always another way. That's why I'm saving that mask for an emergency. I want to make sure everyone gets their chance on everything. I'm just glad nothing really happened to you.
I have my fair share of punishments.
A scar?
It's not new. You've already seen it. But every scar on my body is a reminder. Those that I've lost. Those that I've failed. And right now, the longer I keep this mask off, the longer that curse keeps getting worse. Levi and Sky, Aether, even Goddess Apex, they've all taken turns keeping me in place. My number one fear in my life right now is hurting my daughters. Hurting you. And your sisters. That's why I've been gone. Why I never take the mask off. Even now I can feel it slowly creeping in on me.
Put it back.
And your father had to resort to... No. Me and your father have had to resort to other methods of keeping me calm. We have a drug that he injects into me. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
It's okay, Mom. You'll get through this, I promise. It'll be tough.
I take it as a punishment for my sins.
I know.
I understand if you don't ever forgive me for killing your father.
No, Mom. It's not right for me to hold grudges. Listen, I forgave you. I learned that you didn't have much other choices. He was bound to be dead. As much no one doesn't want to take the reality of it. But this is the truth, and I have no grudges against you for killing my father.
Truth be told, I had a moment where, after his sword was broken, I could have stopped. Every ounce of me kept telling me to stop. But then that one lingering memory always kept coming back. I kept remembering the time where Tess's almost lifeless body was in my arms.
Wait, there was another way, Mom?
I don't know if there would have been another way. But I didn't give anybody a chance to find out.
Thank you, Mama.
I can elaborate for
Sorry,
you.
thought I was muted.
There was no way. I didn't say it. I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to give the unrelenting truth. But here's the truth. Me using my ability, my innate ability to see souls. His soul was already deteriorated and destroyed to the point of no return. He was basically a corpse walking. It's already shattered to pieces.
Also, with all the reports we've known, we known that there was no way of surviving that.
So then my father will go to hell no matter what then.
All souls are judged by the scales of fate and their actions. Even mine, no matter how just they are, even if I'm a champion of Lucifer, still means I could be condemned to hell. The moments I've lost control and killed innocents, no matter how many things that I do that are good, the evil outweighs it almost every time.
Same goes to me.
I still fight.
I'm very much judged on the same scales. For all the wrongdoings I've done, even though it was not in my control. It was still me.
I see.
And that also includes me as well. Might have been.
You're looking up.
I might be a champion of 3 archangels now. But the past still remains of the evils that I've done. Before I was reborn to be an angel, I still had a punishment that I had to take. Your mother is well aware. The darkness still lingers in my heart, and it will forever remain there.
I see. no matter what we do, we will get judged.
We all do.
That's why we try to make the betterment of our existence. Try to do the rights from wrongs.
Try to outweigh the good to the evil.
Though, for my sake, I don't get the kindness of the judgments. When I die, my yokai soul wanders. I don't get those scales, though I should, due to my woven side. That's the only side that gets judged.
That's part of you. You will get dragged into it. Right?
It's a mix-max of things, but yes.
Just my dad.
I'm sorry.
As much I don't want to be disrespectful to the ones above or underground, this is just bullshit.
Trust me,
But I gotta respect that.
when it all comes
reality.
down to it, it's just one of those things you have to really consider.
Wrong button.
It's like there's obviously
Circumstances.
yeah, reasons to be reasons. But regardless, you came here to see what was up, or you came for a specific reason?
I came to answer any questions that was lingering about me. But something in my gut also told me things haven't been going too well for you either. Sounded like you needed words from somebody who's been there.
To be fair, there's been a lot of stress. There's been a lot of things here and there, but it's all apparently just one of those things of run-of-the-mill leadership type of stuff. Quotably. As much as I want to scoff them off and push them away, I simply have to respect what they say and go about it a different way in more of a leadership role without having personal feelings inflict what was going on. Like I had earlier today, had one of Haven's men. What was it? The Psycho?
The psycho.
Psycho came along, seeing what was up, seeing everything is going okay. Psycho ran past Oracle. Oracle pointed to me with the gun, says, "Why the fuck is he here?" I had to try to do my best to stand her down, make sure she didn't do anything stupid.
Would you just grab and hug?
She was not happy. I had to quotably make a matchup stare with one of our top researchers and engineers. And the last words that she said to me was, "Don't push her up, mangy mutt."
Yeah. It must be tough.
Yeah. And of course, I also get some unwelcome emails and messages and concerns. Not the kindest ones. The daughter of a Nephilim, yet not matching up to her expectations, only following like a lapdog. Fake smile, fake mask. Yeah, so it's been difficult.
No doubt, every trial you face is one step closer to being, well, harder than the last. One that's going to test your mettle. And every time you pull through, you either prove somebody wrong who had doubts in you, or you get stronger yourself.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, look at me. I'm a shamble of my former self. I'm afraid that if I train, the lingering thing growing inside me will be unleashed. So I spend my time being a mother and trying to spend the rest of my mana and all my power to keep it at bay. My number one fear right now is unleashing it and scaring the girls. Or worse, hurting them. If I do that, even once, I don't think there's any coming back. I'll probably lose myself completely. I've poured my heart into research, figuring out how to get around it. I use simple spells like Calm Mind, pouring what holy energy I have into me to keep the shadows from corrupting. Suppressed my demon abilities. Everything. Even marks on my body in places that, well, don't really feel comfortable showing, to keep the seals at bay. I even pulled the soul stone out of my body. The red one. Because I remember way back when I stabbed your father out of losing control. Don't worry, there's somewhere safe. Little container with a soul stone in it.
I sadly have to get going for now. I need some rest after what happened today. I'm sorry, Mom, for leaving you so soon, but I have to go. Let's see
No
you, Mom.
apologies necessary. No apologies needed. No doubt you've gotten stronger. I can feel it.
Not too much. I'm supposed to be getting trained by Levi here soon. Since my base magic is all about holy and divine.
Don't forget about that newly
You've
acquired thing that
definitely
you got.
proven yourself.
Yeah, I want to train that with you, sis.
Oh. Spirit vision.
You've missed them.
I see.
Yeah, we both have it.
Ah. Now don't
Let's
look at
just say
me.
you
You might
missed
see a creature lingering inside. As you look at her, you just see in her core right here 2 red glowing eyes. Before it sorely disappears.
Ooh. You good?
Yeah, we're good. Just
Yeah,
a little,
we're fine.
just a little disorienting.
Fair.
Well,
Yes, you saw something you didn't want to see. I know that reaction. It's the same one I make when I try to hide something.
you can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I know there's stuff wrong with me. The other reason why I've also been absent isn't just for everyone's safety.
I'm gonna move to recharge
But,
my hands.
if I really am the eyes and ears of the Empress, it's best that I'm not around everyone to hear everything.
That's fine then. I have to take my leave now. Love you, Mother. Stay strong, okay? Please?
Likewise. Keep your training up. For all you know, one day you'll beat me.
Don't say that, Mom. I still think you're strong. Weirdly
Yeah.
strong.
Have confidence in yourself, too. There's no way
I
I
know,
could
Mom.
make a summon like yours. Most I have is Luna.
I mean,
Well, and those golems that I, definitely can't control anymore. Last time I tried to summon one, it just went crazy.
Sorry, I guess she just came out to check. Go
Nothing?
back. Sorry. I should...
go ahead. Okay, good,
Take care,
dude.
dear.
Hope to see you again soon, Mom.
Maybe in a year, probably. At least for me. But I welcome it.
Well, I'm not the only one that has questions. Come on, if you all have questions, speak up.
The one question
Questions about my mom.
I had, I'm waiting because background noise.
Well,
Why do you think we're not talking?
first off, it's good to sort of see you again. Even if circumstances are underwhelming.
I'd rather not disturb. That is all.
That's for the most. Say again, Iris?
Oh, I just said likewise. I wish the circumstances were better. Where the fuck is my vape? Hey! I dropped it in the water.
Again? God damn, I'm not going back in there. Anyways. As for this whole circumstance, just promise us this. Come back at least every once in a while. Don't try handling things on your own. Man, after all, you told us not to act stupid, and then here you go. Being an example? Hello?
Well,
In all honesty, though.
truth be told, it's not really stupid. It's actually pretty smart of me to make the decision I did. I got your message, obviously, from the hollow call, which was not easy to pull off, by the way. I asked
No,
Goddess Apex if they could sync up the time dilution. So they put a
yeah.
bubble around me and made it so. Needless to say, I know what it's like if I were to ever bring Tessa Lucy over here. They're just immediately going to be targeted.
As
It's unfair
much,
to them.
yeah, as much as we want to see them, they won't even be able to stay in the stay in the universe for too much longer. Because my own connection to myself and Lucy, if she's ever here.
It's fair.
Funny thing about that, your father already came up with a solution. But that's besides the point. Like I said, my actions weren't reckless. It's probably the smartest thing I could do. Give them a safe place to be able to grow up in peace. Truth be told, with all of the evil versions of ourselves slain over there, it's just Goddess Apex and Aether. And of course the human race. It's actually really nice. Your father actually goes out and gets the milk and actually returns. But
Okay, you motherfucker.
So that one come.
I didn't, and I wish I hadn't heard it.
it's peaceful.
But
They always like to hang out in the field or at home. We actually built our own house over there, believe it or not. A second home. Not quite as lavish as the one up there, but your father at least can sit in peace and read his books from time to time. Plus, there's no worry about the Empress peeking in on me with the seals we have in place.
That's
It's quite nice. Despite my own personal demon that's fighting me every day. Other than that, it's not bad. But I'm sure you still have other questions.
Well, I actually had a question and potentially a solution. But the question I was more waiting for Eva to step away. You're all gonna suddenly just see red streaks come across Dan's body, very much like nightmares. I'm kind of needing to learn more about Nightmare's abilities.
I swear to God, why is there more shit?
I didn't want to bring it up in front of her.
I can understand that. Unfortunately, I'm not the best person to answer that question. If you want answers like that, technically speaking, Sky would be your best bet. Whenever he comes back and visits.
Yeah, I know. I am just waiting for him. I've yet to show him that too. But
Yeah, he's with the girls right now.
I figured. But with that being said, the solution I've had thought of was actually one I helped just recently break myself. Recently, a friend of mine named Tabitha came to me, and we managed to find a primordial spirit that was locked behind a 24-chain curse. And this thing was powerful. It was, again, primordial soul and all that. But I've been studying the curse. It may be possible to replicate it and attach it to whatever's trying to fight you and take control.
I know what my curse is. Not really its, well, specifics, but From the research that I've gathered and from what I remembered from the conversation we had a while ago, Tess, it's a spell from a beholder. A very powerful beholder. One that can alter a Nephilim's soul and do things to it. Something that's not easy to do. But this one managed to do it. It gave me the ears and the tails that I have now, and the lingering beast inside. The only potential solution we have at the moment is to kill it and hope that the curse breaks by killing it. But something tells me, since I've been with it for so long, I don't even think that's going to change. But that doesn't mean I can't hold on to hope.
Indeed.
There. I'm just gonna come out with it. I know it's probably on a lot of people's heads, and that we have the answer. We can give them the answer. Back when you, me, Levi, and Tess were in the helm of the ship, I'm not doubting your choice. We had an objective, and this is in no way to point fingers or cause issues. I do want to know. Bitch! Why? I know we probably couldn't have saved him, but I still wish to know why.
Truth be told, there's a moment of weakness on my part. Even though I have a little more confidence in my decision now that hearing Levi's, well, view on the matter, there really wasn't any saving him. His soul was in too much shambles. But my decision that day was like I said to Eva earlier. The memory kept rushing back into my head, holding my almost lifeless daughter Tess in my arms because of the actions he did to her. And knowing, going into that fight, that I was actually pregnant with Tess and Lucy already, I kept it to myself. And yeah, I put them at risk, but I would have put more people at risk not finishing the fight. So, I kept it to myself and my feelings, and I thought about a vision that I had while holding the blade and looking at him in front of me. Grown-up version of Tess and Lucy. My Tess and Lucy. Lifeless in my arms. Bloodied.
You felt the
And
worst possible outcome.
They kept telling me, yelling at me, saying, why didn't you stop him when you had the chance? And I snapped.
There. Like I said, this is in no way to shame or shun your actions. We just need an answer. In case those who hear that you came back, which it is good to see that you came back, and if it's for a little bit or however long you wish, we have an answer. And to be honest, it was also my own curiosity. I'm all for second chances, people. But still. Other than that, I don't really have any other questions other than more calming kind of questions, to be honest. Or just small talks.
I'm here for the time being, though I can't stay all day. 24 hours is a whole week over there. last thing I need is the girls not seeing their mother for that long.
Fair.
Not to mention,
Done.
I don't want them to deal with eating more of Goddess Apex's food.
Oh god, wait, didn't she? Oh god, never mind. She's the one who cooked sushi. She cooked sushi!
I regret that shit.
Cooked sushi. I swear.
Hey, John.
I only have one question. Where in the hell were you during the wedding?
Oh shit.
Well, you see...
Look. Hey, I'm messing
You
with
can
you.
skip
It's
this
good
one.
to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
And I know one thing is for sure. I ain't gonna actually ask a question about where you probably been or how shitty things might have gotten. There's only one thing that matters to me throughout only hearing half the conversation, I think, since I've gotten to the bridge. Matters to me is this. No matter how much shit that we're going through, we're still here, aren't we?
Bells, bells.
Yeah.
Take it you leave for an entire year. Hell, I ain't gonna forget you. If anything, you have your ways, I have mine.
It's
I have my wife and
been,
still just trying to get through my family growth.
at least for me, a lot more than just a year. Oh boy.
Huh?
Again, don't worry about it. Last thing that I want is for you to stress out about given situations here and there. Don't mind you missing the wedding, and I sure as hell don't mind you being here as much. You got a great-ass leader looking forward to it, and not only that, Nappa's helping out as one of the squad leads of also from what I heard.
Oh god.
That's good to hear.
You missed the fun time. Fucking Broly took a chaos shot. Quite a few things happened.
Mention that.
Yes.
Sorry, recordings. Let's not mention that, please.
Nah, come on. We needed to lighten the mood somehow. Something funny or something unexpected.
I'm about to dip you in water.
Hey,
That was hell on earth. Of itself.
motherfucker. I'm stuck in the tube. I need something to do. Fucking hell.
Says the same exact person who owes my wife an apology.
Hey, fuck you, alright? God damn, all y'all on my ass, I swear!
Glad to see some things didn't change. Well, I guess technically
I
it
wish
hasn't
they would.
changed much. You all have only spent so much time together, and for me it seems like an eternity.
Oh,
Not a day goes by that I don't think about this place. Think about all of you. Every single one.
Not a moment goes by that I think about you. I have an office and we have the family picture. In here, right there.
And I have the same picture by my nightstand in the bed. And I have it above, well, a little less not in the crib anymore at least, but the family room where Tess and Lucy are. They share a bedroom, just because it's easier that way. Though no doubt, eventually they'll get to a point where they start hating each other, and then I gotta deal with that.
hey, it'll happen. It'll come in time. You got this. I mean, hell, look what you've gone through. How is parenting going to be any hard? You know what? Don't answer that question, actually. Parenting is a hell.
Don't answer
Just
that.
starts pushing.
It's already bad.
Hey, you little shit! I swear to God!
You can't handle my big ass hands, except that
It comes back around.
I was about to say, I question how a bird would fall off a bridge and not want to fly away.
It's
But
SH.
anyway,
Hey, we don't question my shit, alright? I
I'm
can't
surprised
control how
Julio
you
doesn't
play.
try to catch one of the fish as they're jumping. Maybe
Okay,
he has,
listen.
I don't know.
And again, Julio's stupid enough to go into the vents.
We don't talk about that time he went into the vents, alright? Fuck off.
What was it? 27 laser alarms and 36 physical traps.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. God damn it. He survived. I'm happy. He's a buff little fucking manabang.
With literally a missing wing, half the face, and about
Okay,
a
fuck
quarter
you.
of his body.
Okay, come on! God damn it. You good?
Yeah. There's only so much, like I said, suppressing my mana can do. Gonna need another one of those injections soon. I'll be alright.
Don't push yourself. We're always gonna be here.
Trying not to.
Hell. We're still getting the more scratch than we
Calming
can handle.
flame.
That's not gonna help anymore. That's why she's not using Calming Mind on herself. But play it out. Thanks, Tess. I appreciate your concern. But don't worry about it. There's not a lot of spells that can even help. Your father's tried everything in the book and still constantly looks.
At least you're not a man dream like this bastard over here.
Hey, wait. What? Wait, I'm a little bit...
I got you to awaken by using my calming mind. You actually were sapping a lot more of my primal energy away. And then
Sorry about that.
proceeded to punch through the glass, nearly crushing my windpipes.
Sorry! God damn it! You really like throwing the fucking bat under the out. Fucking don't you get... Nope, fly back up. Fuck you. I flew back up. Fuck you. I can learn wings.
Oh, hey, look, I caught a hawk.
Bitch, no, you bitch.
Hey, look, I caught a hawk. I caught a freaking hawk.
It's an owl.
Cool.
It's an owl.
No, it is not an owl anymore.
Guess
This is a
what?
hawk, and
I'm
they know it.
Houdini, bitch. I had to. But, all in all, we'll always be here, even if you have to take your time. Do what you have to. Who knows? Every time you come back, we'll have more stories for you.
Definitely.
Or some more chaos happening.
Definitely.
I look forward to hearing your stories.
Hey, before you go. Sorry
I'm
to
not
do...
using instant transmission to my forehead, by the way.
No.
I'm just, the headset is so fucking
Use
massive.
it! Use it!
Alright, keep going.
So one last thing. Sorry to use you as a mic. But if you are the eyes and ears for the Shadow Empress, then listen close.
Fuck.
Alright. Continue. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
No. Oh, fucking hell.
No matter how much that you or Apex try to get in our way, we're still gonna try to take you down. But I'm not putting this as a threat. I'm more or less inviting you to have a discussion.
What?
What? Tess? What the hell do you think you're
What are you
doing?
thinking?
No weapons. Just myself and you. No powers or anything. Just a simple talk. Sorry, Mother.
You need to seek me?
Tess, what are you?
Definitely pulling a
Being a leader.
mother-like-daughter scenario. Yeah, poking the bear.
Using what's at my disposal.
I get that.
And I know what I'm doing.
And what makes you think you're ready to talk to me?
Alright, that's fucked. John, lock it in.
You got a 19, by the way.
Fuck.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I have a feeling things are not going well for you either.
Lift you by your scarf.
Hold.
That's a very bold assumption, dear.
Very bold action. And I'm
That's to say I'm
very...
going to use your mother to strangle you until your lifeless corpse is in my hands.
Because you know for a fact that you are slowly but surely running out of options.
And you're running out of time.
Says who?
Because I remember way back in our past, if I remember correctly, a certain someone is still at works here. Someone way, way bigger than Apex. And you know for a fact that we're gonna have to deal with him soon once we're done with her. Am I wrong?
Drops you. You're talking about my father. And what about it?
I still remember those talks that we had. Way back when we were in that dream realm. I know what you want. And at some point you're gonna have to deal with him.
And somehow...
Well, surprising enough, he's already watching. Why do you think you haven't seen much of me? Oh, why I don't? Hey, little John, who is it? Calm down, boy. I have enough deals going on as is.
Yeah, they grip my guy.
The point being, we know, and I know for a fact that your father is very malevolent. I always watching.
Yes, thanks to a certain annoying cat that decided to show up in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things going on in the background that you all know nothing of. Such as his gaze following me, the other, Iris, floating around. Must be nice not having your mother around to watch your back.
We're able to manage.
He's right to fear. He fears me. But I'm but a mere speck in comparison to him. There's a coming war. And if you manage to survive Apex, maybe you have a chance. But something tells me you're not ready. You'll never be ready.
So be it if we're not ready.
We'll find out when the time comes.
You don't think I still have information? Walls, eyes and ears. I don't need eyes to peek in on you, no. Not at all. In fact, I know there's times where, how many people have you lost recently? A few. Minions. Fighting in another universe. That vengeance. Oh, what was it? The Julie? Something like that. Some little poor, little insignificant whelp has gone. Oh, because you couldn't save yourself from just some minions. What makes you think you'll beat Apex? She's furious. She wants you all dead. You killed her brother, Nightmare. One of my only trusted allies. You thought the fight with him was tough. There are at least 3 more problems to deal with. Or maybe I should say 2. Maybe I'm not as bad as you think I am. But the shadows feed off of fear, dear. And I happen to be a master manipulator.
Good on you. Of course, everything that you're saying could be true, could be bluffing, but I don't think it is. All I'm asking is for simple information between 2 people. Regardless of power, regardless of strengths or ideals.
Because I can't play space. Give me a second.
Yep.
Let's want to sit down for a second, but I can't because this bridge is too damn tall. Okay.
Sorry about it.
And what conversation do you mind asking? What is it that you desire? Do you just try to deal with me? Is that what it is? Pray for your safety. Perhaps the return of your mother's complete sanity.
No, that's none of those. For our own safety, that could be just done by simple things here and there. I believe that we can be able to do something about Apex.
Good luck. She's no slouch, and now that you've pissed her off, she's gone destroying universe after universe
I'm aware.
after universe, amassing around me.
But we also
I
have
tell you so many more things.
a few things unto ourselves, where, yeah, she's caused a havoc and started destroying universes. But some of those universes are coming back and fighting her.
Oh, you think that a simple universe gathering strength is going to
Goodbye,
make a
everybody.
difference?
Enjoy the rest
No.
of the session.
It's just one of those things where I can start thinking, what could cause that? What could I gain from that? But that's neither here nor there of what I specifically am looking for. I'm specifically looking for what informations that you can easily toss over that you quite don't seem to care too much about.
Knowing your mother at the moment, she does not want a desire to be around here much, so... And because of your lovely little ship's little defensive protocols, there's not much I can do to enter your area, so I suppose I can entertain your questions.
More of...
Oh my god.
Nat 20.
Answer anything you want. Yes, it was an at 20. Answer whatever you desire.
Well,
Let's see if maybe I'm feeling generous.
Tess, are you sure that this is a good idea?
John, stow it.
unfortunately, yes. Time with you being into my mother is quite short, and also defenses are quite too particularly a nuisance for you. Why don't we meet?
Really?
You sure about that?
Yes.
Honestly, no.
Just ask the question.
No. It needs to be in private. Too many prying eyes, boy.
Yeah, no doubt your lovely little security system here is probably watching in on this conversation. Unless I do... Let's see...
Even if you do, well, never mind.
I'm mainly doing it to avoid map swapping. Because you got a nat 20, I would have actually map swapped, but I don't know how many people are here, so...
Yeah. It's more of less I wanted to... In goals of things, I want to have a different time down the line of talking to Ren. That's basically the whole entire gist of this, is basically making a meeting adjourn a deal sort of thing.
Yeah, but just because I'm out of character, just because I'm here, doesn't mean I'm gonna stick around the RP a bunch.
I know.
I've got personal things to deal with. I'll make the most of the time, and the fact that you got a fucking nat 20, anyway.
Yeah. Nah.
Think about time constraint as well as the fact that she can't stay here long. It's probably the best bet for now. Bitch!
Where are your alignments truly with Apex? Do you really wish to coincide with a being that is trying to look for pure happiness when they themselves are causing the horror? Do you think that's really something worth fighting alongside? some fake ideal that's gonna ultimately collapse in the long run. That's gonna repeat over and over again. Even if they wish it not to be. For someone like yourself, I'm pretty sure you would have a whole better idea. Maybe taking over truly. Or, like Levi said, get rid of your father. If we're
person in the entire universe that has a chance of destroying him. Well, I say multiverse technically now. The only one who has a chance of defeating my father, other than me, is Apex. You can gather your armies all you want, but you're stepping into a war that's most certainly a suicide. Why do you think I ally myself with such people of power? I gave up on Iris forever ago. Ever since she managed to split my body from hers, despite the lingering connection we share. I know she'll never amount to what I need now. Let's say I give her time. Give you all time. All that does is give him more time to get stronger. He was dormant for centuries. After my creation, he needed to rest. But now that he's awake again, and he's always watching, following, maneuvering, conniving, controlling, every shadow in existence is his eyes and ears. The only ones that used to be aware from that are ones such as me, and the ones I control.
And that was a reason enough for you to take out the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor was a stopgap. He was the direct report to my father himself. And now that he's gone, I absorbed his power and gained new strength, making my ambitions and goals that much more graspable. I've allied myself with others as well who seek to align themselves with my intention. But unfortunately, I don't feel like talking about them. Matters not. All that matters is that I achieve my goal.
Okay. Well.
Any other question?
What are your plans with my universe?
Your universe isn't yours, of course, but I can understand why you say the things you do about your universe. Your universe was mine. Years and years and years ago, the universes were divided. For centuries, my father sought to control and destroy anything and everything. He wanted to be the absolute existence, nothing but shadow and darkness.
Out of character, can you kill the particles? It's actually kind of hurting my eyes.
However, is that better?
A little.
Okay, I'll pull a line. Just say they're there.
Yeah, We can always obviously tell that the power is emitting.
Anyway, all of these things that he seeks to control, corrupt, and if nobody listens to him, destroy. But one wrong decision will immediately lead that entire universe to death. He cares not for Apex. He cares not for anyone else. The Saiyans, the humans, anything. They're all insignificant specks to him, even me. What still wonders the question is that why does he still keep me around? If he no doubt has his eyes and ears, there's a chance that he probably, definitely knows that I wish to overthrow him. Perhaps he's using me as a means of entertainment, I do not know, but that is not the question you asked. Like I said, centuries ago at the birth of your universe, I was told to rule it. I made my way from planet to planet, controlling everything, corrupting, creating shadows. You wonder why means of travel through other, outer space methods have all been null and void for the most part. It's because the planet there is the only one left. Minus the sun, of course. And the moon, but who's keeping track of a lifeless rock? My plans for your universe are of my own volition, because you've got a 3. So I don't really feel like telling you at this point in time. However, I will say that, like I said, my father told me to control that universe and spread his influence, gaining him power. No doubt pieces of it siphon off to him. However, most of it is all siphoned into me, gathering strength from the corruption of the souls that I've consumed, all gathering strength to my shadows.
And the shadow calamity?
But I suppose... very astute. I'm not as stupid as I thought you were. However, I did at one point notice that complete shadow corruption will only subjugate the universe to my father, which is why I even leave that rock slightly damaged. I could corrupt it completely and attempt to control the entire universe myself with shadow, but... maybe that's for another day. No doubt that's not the only question you desire.
Why did you side with her?
Why would I side with Apex?
With Iris.
Why did I side with Iris? I don't know that, yes. You see, years and years ago, when your mother was younger, no doubt she was in turmoil in that universe. Not in home universe, mind you, I could tell that much. At the time, my power did not allow me to travel universes. I was supposed to completely corrupt. And then eventually, my father would come to pick me and move me on to another universe to continue to corrupt it. I was subservient at the time, but needless to say, I saw something in Iris. I figured if I could kill her, maybe I could unlock the keys to her other universally nature.
You saw her as a
I
gateway.
underestimated her. Very astute. Needless to say, I underestimated a Nephilim's power. There was another one there at the time as well, although he was fat and easily defeatable. The shadows nerfed all of his abilities. It wasn't much of a problem, but for her, for some reason, she was immune. I figured there was a key somewhere to be found in her. Little did I know, while trying to engulf her and trap her in her mind, she fought back. And quite skillfully. As she had barriers in her own mind, something I hadn't seen before. There wasn't much I could do except for sync my soul with hers. I figured if I controlled her body and everything she was capable of doing, just maybe I could break the walls between the universe and continue. However, I found myself trapped. Wasn't much I could do. The body was mine, no doubt, and her ideals and ambitions were also mine. Somehow she managed to keep fighting back again and again and again, always in the back of my mind. Soon told, her friends gathered strength, decided to fight me head on to free her. They managed. In my weakened state from all of her fighting, they managed to beat me. They used that strange device to open a gateway into her mindscape. Trapped between the realm of dreams and reality, where me and her have been doing fighting for years. 10 years, to be exact. She was getting tired and so was I, but our powers never outweighed the other. It was a constant struggle. Soon she got assistance on the inside, and they both teamed up together to beat me. She gave me an ultimatum. She said rather than being vanquished, because of the ideals and beliefs in a friend that she once had, said to give me a new life, a new light, work together, and become even more powerful to stop the forces of darkness. I had no choice but to accept. Otherwise, I feared I too would have been felled at the hands of your mother. So I accepted. And her holy energy constantly kept my shadows at bay. Wasn't much I could do except for give her what powers I could. And every time she tapped into the shadows, I gained a little stronger. Every time she used my abilities or my form, I gained more independence. It was inevitable for the split. And foolish enough for her, that soul-ripping device that she so pleasantly keeps locked, believe it or not, in the house, just up there. She used it to hopefully break the red soul stone that was powering the device. Unfortunate for her, I sought an opportunity to split. I used a bit of her shadows and a small little seed of manipulation mentally to activate it, splitting the two of us apart, but still something lingered. So truth be told, as much as I would love to kill your mother for all the years of torment and torture and goody-goody,
You can, because it could kill you.
and vice versa. That is how tied at the hip we are. No matter how many times our souls are split or torn apart, that day there is some ancient magic stronger than any. We became one being. If I die, she dies. Or at the very least, if she dies, there's a chance that I could die, but knowing me, I've got backup methods. So, if you truly do wish to come after me, know that there is a chance your mother will fall. Or who knows? Maybe the light in her body will still keep her alive, but for how long? I do know one thing's for sure. I'm the only one making the moves needed to slay my father and take the rightful rule of the shadow all to myself. No doubt, I will probably fall, which means you should enjoy the time with your family and your mother while you can. It's only a matter of time before I make my move, and I'm running out of time quickly.
One last question. Hypothetical one. If Apex falls, and I mean truly dies, where would you go?
I don't feel like answering that question with a roll of a 2.
Fine. Be off with you. Get out of my mother's body and let her rest.
I don't know. At the moment, the only thing keeping her from transforming is me. Don't think I don't know about the transformations that she's been having lately. This mighty curse is really old and archaic.
Oh, god damn it.
Malevolent. She may think that keeping these powers and things at bay will help keep her mind calm, will satiate this lingering beast. But because I'm slightly generous, I'm keeping it at bay for now. Thankfully, that little drug of hers is actually working. When it wants to work. It's about a 50-50 shot.
Pick you up.
Damn it.
Then I thank you for your generosity.
I don't like my toys being played with. Not only that, I fear for my life as well. That goddess Apex killing Iris could kill me and ruin my plans and everything that I've worked so hard for.
Good. Should be
It's
kept
not
that
so
way.
much. Oh, don't start with me, Jonathan. If that beast were to completely control her, there's a good chance that Iris would have to be slain by that goddess as a means of protection for that universe and the family she has. However, even with my remote connection to her, I cannot stop it completely from growing, and it's growing faster and faster. It needs to be stopped, or she needs to find a way to control it completely. There's a chance she could succeed. I mean, she managed to quell me for all sake. If she has the ability to quell this thing and control it for herself, she's the only one I could see capable.
And then I have no further questions.
I'm assuming none of you other ones onlooking have questions either, do you?
No.
I
Not even you,
believe
Jonathan.
me either. No, and I shouldn't even bother with it anymore. If anything, you should be even scared of any of us within the Sand family. Only reason why I'm not attacking you right now is because you're in her fucking body.
You're cute when you're angry.
Every right to be.
tell you this much, Jonathan. You talk so much about fearing the Saiyan family, and you should probably be fearing them yourself.
What? What?
Oh, no doubt. You know your mother's powers, your brother Napa, your brother Broly. A simple drug made him almost want to slaughter everyone in this entire vicinity. But there are forces far beyond that in the realm of Saiyans that you should be fearing more than me.
Wait. No. You know about him?
I know about him. Who do you talk about, dearie? I have no idea who you're talking about. I just said there was some...
No. You wouldn't be saying that if you know him.
I know a lot of Saiyans. I killed a lot of Saiyans. Well,
What the hell do you mean by fearing that of thy own Saiyan family?
a family of Saiyans is only as strong as their strongest head. And I fear you do not know the head in which you are going to attempt to cut.
That's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. There's no way he can't be.
Who are you talking about?
I have no idea who he's speaking of. I don't even know if it's a he or a she, or an it, or a what.
Wait. That feeling at the wedding. You bitch. That's what he meant. Regardless, I do not know if what you're saying about killing Iris means or killing you is bullshit. But you will go down, I promise you that.
Go on, make an attempt. Kill her. I know countless people in this place want to. Then maybe you might stop me. Save your family the heartache and things that are going to come to fruition.
Enough.
Oh, see, he's cute when he's angry. That's why I do it.
Mm-mm.
He's so quick to get aggressive. Quite adorable. Reminds me of a creature I created at one point in time. It was so subservient, but it got so mad. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It wasn't a creature I created. It was Jonathan when he was under my control.
Fucking bitch!
Oh, I love that name. I'll tell you this much. As my parting gift to you. But I want the three of you to keep this to your wow. Here now.
I want the three of you to...
We have flying.
I want the three of you to...
What? Okay, fine.
Alright.
Okay,
I want
thank
the
you.
three of you to keep this information to yourself. If I so much as hear a word of you telling it to others, well, consider this cut ties. Oh, calm yourself down. You sound like you're gonna burn the whole bridge. With a roll of an 18, you're lucky I'm even giving this information. I'll tell you this much. I do not truly desire to stop everything that's gone on here. I do not wish to slay all of you. Why do you think I never actively attack you unless you provoke me? Why do you think I never tried to stop you? Of the many times that I've seen you out and about, corrupting, well, not corrupting, being heroes. You ever wonder why, even the time that I've thrown meteors and sent minions after you, that I don't show up myself and end the fight?
It's always a
There's
mocking
always a
thing.
reason.
It's always
See, very astute. Why do you think the angel next to you never actively tries to attack me on sight? Unlike so many others. Not because of this current situation, I'm using your mother's body.
always had some form of suspicion with you. You were never.
Why do you think lying respects me? I'm about as old, if not older than he is. In fact, I'm well older than he is, but you never talk about a lady's age to their face. Oh, go on, yes.
Wouldn't be that, would it? You actually want us to succeed?
I don't know. Is that a question? Or is that an assumption?
Of course. Why do you never attack us? You never assault us unless... You only usually go about your things well, when it only really benefits you. Or if it really hinders you. As much as it really comes down to, you're kind of selfish. Actually, really selfish. But that's not the case here, is it? You want us to succeed. You really do. Most of the stuff you bluff to see if you can get a reaction. Mostly why you toy around with John.
I know. I toy around with him because it's fun.
Of course, you fucking thinking that wanting us to succeed. Bullshit!
I love you too, Jonathan.
Think about it, John. Every situation she's always appeared, she always had something else to deal with it. If she really wanted to listen, if she really wanted us gone, would you think she even stopped to even consider the ships surrounding us? Or even the defenses that's here in place?
Alright, let me think about that. No, she corrupted me, let her friend Apex took a heart out from my chest, and not only that, if anything possible, that she might have to do something with my father, who wants us all dead, and maybe even including her.
I have no idea what you're talking about your father.
You wouldn't be saying... Oh, you wouldn't be saying that shit a few minutes before.
Hold on. She may actually be telling you the truth.
I do not know anything about your father, but I do know of a very powerful Saiyan who gave me an enhancement of my own powers.
What?
If the two happen to be the same, then call it coincidence. I do not know about your father or much about him.
But back to the
I
original
don't ask the questions that I don't want the answers to. I simply assist when others offer me things in return.
Leva, you have anything?
It's right there, right in front of you.
Very helpful.
Now go on, I know it's on the tip of your tongue. TikTok?
God. Let's see. It's so slipping my mind. It's right there, I can feel it.
Retrace your steps. You asked questions before. And you are getting close to a conclusion of something.
Is there some peace other than defeating your father? Or this all creation of shadow? What other goal are you after? My head's way too cluttered right now.
Oh, 'tis a shame. You were close, very close to getting some correct assumption.
My assumption's still true. You want us to succeed in some cases.
I hope you succeed, because you will be proving me wrong. Ask the one next to you. He's the one that has the most interactions with me. What stopped me from killing him in person when he was weaker and not an angel? I could have at any time. I could have pulled all of the shadows out of his body and made them mine, giving me more strength and complete control over your mother, but you notice I didn't.
I'll put it bluntly then. The reason why she didn't kill me, and I remember her saying this, is because of our potential. She wants to see how far we go.
Just like any child wants to play with toys. You all could be toys to me. I could easily stop you at any time you go out on one of your little excursions. I could easily start corrupting the land with shadows. More and more. Doing my father's bidding. Every ounce of it. At that point, he might actually leave this universe and seek to look at something else, or continue his own plans. There are a lot of things I could do. A lot of things I don't do. But one of the things I don't do is I don't directly kill any of you.
That's right.
Lately so more than ever. The time when your dragon friend showed up. And me. And your little, well... Fucking, what is her name? Is it Jamie? Yeah. I think it's Jamie. HD's villain.
Jamie, yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah, but Jamie.
Notice how when I came in to save Jamie, I didn't immediately blast all of those there off a cliff, killing all of them. I could have killed Eldon, making Apex happy. I could have killed Ludwig, destroying all of your hearts, seeing the lovely medic dead. I could have killed that dragon and so many others that were on that mission that day, but notice I didn't. I simply caused the cave to collapse. If you had proven yourselves strong enough to get out of there alive, then there is potential. There's a lot of potential. I see all of you. If I am to fail in defeating my father, you are an alternate plan.
That's why you didn't want to answer my previous question.
Also because you got a low roll, but that's besides the point.
Blah, 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 blah.
As the stories as old as time go, villains never win, the heroes always prosper. If one hero falls, another one rises to the occasion. That's the oldest story in existence. There's always a hero. That's why, besides the connection I have with Iris, I haven't chosen to try to even attempt to sever it. Not because it's good to get intel anytime she's around. Granted, now I can't get that from her directly. But I find other ways. I never chose to completely sever the connection, not out of the fear of just my own life, but because there's still potential that she can gain. She may not have the heart right now with this current creature lingering in her mind. But that doesn't mean I can't still plant seeds. Now, I can't control every shadow in existence, and the more that keep rising and the more my father grows in strength, the less control I have. But that doesn't mean my minions have not been tests for all of you. If you succeeded in slaying them, then you're more worthy than, well, killing them innately by my hand.
So the
You
Balrog.
continue to prove yourselves.
The Balrog was another test, wasn't it?
That was a love child between me and Nightmare. I had hoped that if it succeeded in killing all of you, it could be worthy of testing the mettle of everything else that could be in my way. My Shadow Knights can only do so much, but if my father decides to take back what is his, I lose the ability to fight him. Which is why I came up with a hybrid such as the Balrog. Which is why when I was innately in Iris's body, I used demon power and shadow together, so he couldn't copy the ability anymore.
Also, you saying you have other ways of getting intel on us? You have spies.
Shadows are everywhere, dear. If you really want to know that.
But wait. You said you can control the shadows fully.
Hyrule.
That means you have a more physical spy.
I'll tell you this much. Nat 20.
Called it. Another Hyrule.
Any person who has a shadow in their body, I can hear through whispers. If I focus, I can completely listen in on the conversation. I've had conversations I've heard through him. I've had conversations I've heard through Iris is the clearest one. But keep in mind, my spies are not always there.
What the fuck?
Someone turned. Someone hopped into a model.
That was Dragon.
Fucking dragon!
Alright, anyways.
I'm not even gonna question what model Mute's in right now, but anyway. Keep in mind this. Like I said before, I haven't chosen to kill any of you. I'll send minions, yes. If you fail to them, then you're not worthy. But if you succeed, you continue to prove me wrong. And yes, I do have spies in here. But knowing the three of you are the more level-headed of the bunch, you'd probably assume why I have so much information. Yes. They're only meant to report. But that is it. I have not told them to kill any of you. Nor do I control their intentions. If they desire to kill you, well, so be it. It'll only prove to me that you're not worthy of surviving against an even bigger threat. But I know that is not their intention. Otherwise they would have done it a long time ago. As an idiot once told me, I've never been a villain myself. But I've definitely been about my own intentions. Even when I was controlling Iris, she was rubbing off on me time and time again. And somehow I keep getting these visions of things that I've never seen in my life. But for some reason, they keep reminding me of something else. Maybe that's it. The longer this connection continues, the more of these memories I keep seeing. A place of mythical origins. A place unlike the likes of any of you lot have seen before. I don't even know what this place is. Perhaps it is a realm that's locked. Perhaps there's a key somewhere. If there's anyone capable of finding these answers, it's all of you lot. Not me. There is something that I'm currently trying to get my hands on at the moment. And thanks to the connections of Apex and the others that I've gained strength from, whether it's Contora or a certain Saiyan.
Fuck it.
I'm getting closer.
Alright, fuck it. The words of what you mean, then. If you truly want us to succeed, then fuck it. Just this once help me out here. And listen well. 'Cause I'm not going to ask this again. About that Saiyan, the one that you were talking about, that may or may not have been my father. If that isn't the case, then what did that Saiyan really want?
Wanted you dead. Yet here you stand. I could easily control Iris and kill you where you stand, but I don't.
Say that to the damn time of when I turned into that one other form. You and Nightmare couldn't even hold with that. Makes you think on that, then.
Oh, dear, you underestimate me. What was stopping me from chasing you until you ran out of energy? And then killed you then. Yes, you put
That
it
may
down
have been the
like that
case.
sword. Yes, you were able to stop us for the time being. I have more energy to spare than you. In an endurance fight, you would have failed. I could have easily put an energy barrier so you couldn't leave the area and simply wait you out. But I didn't. I let you leave. You and your friends.
Harry, I'm done with this
At the
conversation.
very least, I left a little scar on your face.
I've cherished it always, dearie. But I digress. Like I was saying, I have my own goals. Yes, I am seeking something that will allow me to put a true dent on my father. If I can get my hands on it, it'll make him tangible. Which means he's potentially stoppable. He is a pure energy being of nothing but pure shadow and a voice, a powerful voice, that if any of your normal ears hear, will cripple you completely and make you unable to move. If I manage to succeed in my mission, then I get the key that I desire. He will become physical. Knowing that fight is going to be my inevitable death, at least all of you will have a chance to stop him yourselves. A chance. But that's only if I succeed in my mission.
In my hand as I do that. Well.
So yes, I am not your enemy, and my methods may be a little archaic and selfish, but if I don't succeed, even Apex dies. And everything else.
For the sake, out of character, for the sake of the fact that my controllers are dying, I think it would be best if we end it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So I'll just finish with this.
No, work. Very good.
So I'll say this much. Continue getting stronger, continue fighting, continue on. But don't get in my way. Because if you do, I can't stop what will happen to you. And be careful of Apex. They have a lot more in store for all of you, and it's not going to be pretty.
Don't have to tell us twice.
Now, your mother needs to return before this curse gets worse.
Yes.
I'll deliver her back myself. Because if I give her control now, she will actually break. She needs the medicine, and unfortunately, when I took control, the device broke. So she needs to get another vial. So take care of yourselves. And get stronger. Because there's a war coming. And at the moment, you're not ready. And neither am I.
Damn it! Now do you see?
More than half of that, at the very least, of what she said was utter complete and utter bullshit! The matter of the fact that this Saiyan wants me dead tells me more than enough! Especially from what I've heard from everyone else about it. I've been trying to piece this shit together. He wouldn't just
Then
go up to
her wrong. Like she said, the only way we get through this is if we get stronger and if we keep our minds level. There's no time to get pissy about what she's done in the past. She did that with intention to make us stronger. You can hate her, you can despise her. For me, I am neutral. But I see what she's trying to do.
I also had my doubts.
Most people
I had my doubts that she was even a villain in the first place. Yes, she did you wrong. And I'm
She
sorry.
didn't just do me wrong, she did the Saiyans wrong.
And I'm
Let
sorry.
me tell you something. She is not a villain. No. She's the opposite. A victim. You might not believe it, but she was right here to tell her story.
Even with that, shocks me more to my very core, especially to the given cases that her and Iris are so connected that if she perishes, so will. There has to be another way. Damn it. Damn
Time
it.
will only tell. But for the most part, I must get going.
Same.
I must make sure of that myself.
Farewell to all of you. And remember, keep this under wraps and speak this to no one.
You don't have our secrets, damn it. I'm still with y'all to the very end. It's just... there's way too much confusing shit to go around.
Place his hand on shoulder. We can do this. Information we have to process. Something to discuss later. But for now,
I know. It's just
get some rest.
the only. And focus on my family.
Yes.
The very last thing, and I swear to God, if that shadow bitch was anywhere near my family, I don't care what happens. I will put her down. I have worked way too hard to bring my Saiyan family back to its full potential. Better than how he made it.
Do what you wish.
I just don't want to kill her and then see. And then
John.
see Iris go down with her.
Do what you wish. Actions be actions. I know you can figure out the right way. The right thing. You've done it before.
You know what's funny? I just heard a little bit of Iris in your voice.
What?
What? Sounded very commanding there for a moment. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing, like you said to me before. I just need to piece together what she said. Protect my family. Have to. I worked way too hard for that.
Later, John.
Good night, Tess. See you around, alright? Don't push yourself.
I'll try not to.